From what I know, from the conversations that we've had, it's always been both. It's definitely Peruvian Okinawan. There's a lot of like Okinawan, I don't know, culture like nuances that are very like respect to your ancestors is huge for Japanese folks, for Okinawan folks, and like leaving like senko or like taking care of like an altar is something that my family still does. So when my grandpa's oldest brother passed away, my grandpa is like in his 80s, he still made the trip down to Peru to make sure that his brother had a proper burial, and it was very traditional and all that. And so my parents very much believe in that respect for family and ancestors. But at the same time, if you were to come to a Yamashiro party, it would be filled with like salsa music and like loud like laughter and like very, very joyous noises filling the room. Maybe not what a stereotypical like person would perceive like a Japanese or Okinawan, and it's like maybe quieter. But I do think there's some overlapping like Okinawa culture is also very much music-based, and then Latino culture is very much music-based. So sharing that too, like you'll see my parents doing kachiashi, which is like at the end of a big party, they always play like the song or songs, and everyone gets up and then they do their like this, and it's just like a party of people just moving around and dancing, and they'll do that, and they'll do traditional like Peruvian music, like to even like the indigenous folks are like Incan folks in Peru. So even like that kind of music will be playing at a party. So I think they very much have both. And then for them right now, as my younger brother and I are getting older, becoming adults as well, for them to kind of now they're also adopting like American culture too. So I think that's something that's so interesting as I've gotten older and been able to talk to my parents more and more about what has been a culture shock for them and what has been something that they've embraced has been so interesting, because I think because they're so used to this meld of multiple cultures, just accepting another culture, being aware of like the changes in culture is something that they see too.